Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to part 3 of the BMW build series. So today we're going to be pulling the motor out of the car. I want to get it out and on the stand so it can be ready to be rebuilt once I get the pistons and rods in. I did end up picking up a set of forged pistons and rods. They're rated up to like 800 horsepower, which I definitely won't be pushing that much. But I wanted to get something strong so I didn't have any issues with any of the other pistons down the road. I was kind of debating on getting just a stock set or getting aftermarket. And I went ahead and went with aftermarket forged both. So the only thing with the forged rods is that we'll have to modify the block just a little bit since they're wider I-beams. We'll have to kind of notch out the bottom of the block because when the rod goes around, it doesn't clear as well. So other than that, I do actually need to get bearings, but I don't know what size yet. So I'm gonna maybe just order the middle ones and hope those fit. And if not, I might kind of delay the build a little bit because I'll have to get another set. But yeah, so today we're just gonna be pulling the motor out of this guy, and then after that, I might work on some of the cosmetic stuff. I need to get this old plastic, I guess vinyl wrap stuff off the door handles and the lights and all that. And then I did put the bumper together, as you saw in the other video, but I put the lip on the other day. So I kind of want to put that on the car, see what it looks like. Yeah, so we're going to start with the engine, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so I moved the car in a little bit so I could jack it up and get underneath, but I already took off all of the bolts on the transmission. So there were 6 inside the transmission when you kind of rotate it around, and then I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 around the outside. This one that was like right up here, not the starter bolt, but the one next to it was really hard to get to. But I got everything disconnected, charge pipes off, all the electronics are disconnected. Everything's unplugged over here, fuel lines disconnected, and drained the coolant as you saw earlier. And I think that's it. So I got the motor mounts disconnected as well. I think she's ready to come out. I just need to hook up the engine hoist, and I'm just gonna start wiggling stuff around and see what happens here. So I know the transmission's good. I don't know if you can see that, but right right there. The transmission's already starting to split, so I know all the bolts are out and it is disconnected, so should be ready to go. I'm gonna try to hook up the hoist and then start lifting up and see if anything gets caught. Hey, all right guys, so it's actually a couple days later. I have been working at my day job, so I haven't been working on this too much, but I forgot to take the axles out, so I actually just did that, and I think the engine is probably ready to come out now. So things were kind of a pain in the ass, but I was able to get them off without taking the whole assembly off. I just took off like the lower control arm and then kind of pulled it sideways and knocked them right out. So both of those came off pretty easily. I think everything is now disconnected. We got our motor mounts unbolted. I had to order this also, that's what I was waiting for. So the one that comes in the BMW for this year is not the right size that fits into the little hole there. So this is from an E46. I had to order that, so that took a couple days to come in, but that is now in, so obviously I have it hooked up. And I think I am ready to wiggle this thing out. One other thing is I need to get the AC compressor out. Both bolts are off, but it is like pinched in there so good I can't pull it out. So I'm gonna lift the engine up a little bit and then kind of try to knock it out from the bottom. But other than that, I think I have everything else disconnected and ready for this to come out. So again, we did the transmission, the motor mounts, the axles, fuel lines, all the intake, coolant was drained, all the coolant hoses are disconnected. ECU cables, all that stuff is done, or ECM. Those were connected over here, so I think it's ready to come out. We'll see. I'm gonna do some wiggling and see if I can get it separated from the transmission. As you can see there, again, we've got a bigger gap now with those axles out. So yeah, let's see if we can get this thing pulled out. I'm gonna get on the engine stand and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I think we're getting stuck on the band clamp for the exhaust down there. So I disconnected it, but it's still kind of halfway on. I might have to go underneath the car and pull the exhaust off the back. So I'm going to go under there and do that, and then we'll try again. Alright, so I had to go under the car and disconnect some lines on the transmission, but I think we are good to go now. Alright, so it's actually the next day, this last little bit that you saw me putting the wheels back on and getting everything kind of picked up. And fully out, as you saw, we got it on the engine stand here, and we're just pushing the car out so we have some more room. But yeah, I think we're ready to start tearing into this. It's probably not gonna happen in this video because it's a little bit late tonight. I just had a few hours after work to finish getting the rest of this taken out and cleaned up. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up the shop, get everything ready, start laying out parts and stuff. And we're still waiting on the pistons and rods. They were supposed to be here today, but so we'll see where they're at. I think the last time I checked, they were in Alaska, so it's probably gonna be another couple days before they actually get here. But in the meantime, I think what we'll do is we'll break the engine apart, get the head off, and take a look at everything, see exactly what the damage is on the piston, and then we'll kind of go from there and see what we need. So I'm hoping that the block is good. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not really sure if the cylinder wall is okay or not. I tried to get a bore scope in there, but it was really hard to see the side of the walls with the light and everything. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, we're still waiting on the piston and rods, but once those come in, we'll start putting this thing back together. Hopefully I can get it back together in a couple days. I don't anticipate any more problems. Everything came apart pretty easy. It was just time consuming doing it by myself and in the garage without a lift. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Kind of boring, just kind of seeing me move around the car and dig stuff out, but engine's out, happy about that. Everything looks good. And yeah, so we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe for the rest of the series, and maybe in the future we're going to be doing some performance parts on this since we're getting the forged pistons and rods, upgraded turbo or whatever, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.